So a few minutes ago, I was trying to make a video about my dream I had this morning, and yeah, all that good stuff or whatever. So, cause I was just trying to figure out what to say about it. Almost feel like I don't need to say it, but I don't know. I'm gonna see. Maybe that's just what it is. I was wanting to talk about it and put the details in there. See, sometimes I can attempt to do something and then the message or whatever just not gonna come out. But anyway, dream. If I go back and refer to it, it was a dream that I had on for 20. What's today? The 22nd, 22, 2022. So anyway, I'm guessing I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, I'm trying to make my way outside, go get some sun, and go just do a couple things in the gazebo and stuff like that. Do what I need to do. What else is going on? Other than that, I'm just trying to win my game on get back up to par on the Soda Crush game that I was playing. And yeah, as y'all can see, I got the pool covered up with that. I just wanted to see if it would fit and cover it up. I'm not going to leave it on there, because I don't mind really cleaning out that pool or whatever as much as I need to. Because that cover is really for my jacuzzi, for like when it's windy and I just want to keep it covered up, but yet still keep it up, keep it concealed. That's what it's for. But I just tried it on there last night just to see, because yeah, just wanted to or whatever, see how it do. And of course it's protecting it from getting pollen in it, but my son said he don't care, he'll get in it. It's got a little bit of grass and stuff in it. I'll be trying to teach him how to not to track the grass and stuff in there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling moved to do right now, but I know I want to go outside, but I don't know what else it is that I may need to be doing. Just after that little redirection of, okay, you might not need to be putting the details of the dream on here like I really wanted to. It was about a celebrity, in the celebrity world, and their wife, and that's all I can really say. I can't really say nothing else. Yeah, I can't even tell the details. Anyway, I almost wanted to say I hate when it happens, but I don't hate when it happens. God knows. I actually love when it happens, because that's when I know God is like convicting me, and it's like, I don't know why. I don't know, because it seems so simple. It's like, why can't I speak about this? And especially something it's almost seemingly known publicly. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Like, part of me is just like, I don't want to be part of these worldly or carnal affairs. And this is just me putting on airs or whatever. Like, yeah, y'all, that's peasantry to me. Like, that's not, and really it is. It's not kingdom type of business as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know. I just still don't. Evidently, I was informed about it for a reason. But, and I think yesterday I touched on something about, these different sets or whatever. I guess whether it's gang related or just, somebody that feel like they've been in a place and they established something, at a certain location. So, it's kind of like repping your set and this, that, and the third or whatever. But, I touched on, I think last night on one of these other videos where me and my kids was born and raised in the city that I'm in the town that I'm in. And so it was just funny that I just turned around and have a dream similar to something mentioned about that. And the fact that it's really going, like, I didn't know that this type of situation was really going on, where people was just like repping their sex and repping where they from or whatever, but, or whatever the case may be. But like I said, me and my kids was all born and raised here where I'm at. Part of me feels like I feel a small part that is unfortunate, but for the most part, I feel like, hey, it is what it is. This is where I was born. I can't control it. I can't change it. Let me make the best of it or whatever. I'm not trying to, I mean, you want to bring anywhere that you are at to a better state, but it wasn't my goals at all to bring this town to a better state. I tried definitely within the community and stuff like that, but I feel like I was not appreciated, and you know, things like that don't matter, because a lot of that oftentimes I didn't do the stuff, but most of the time, if not all, I didn't do the stuff in my own strength. So it shouldn't matter if I get the recognition or the appreciation anyway. It's for what I've been focused on, is for God to get the glory, and again, it's the upbuilding of the kingdom. So, and I guess that's why he shifted my focus to, like, that is, even though you had a dream that had, like, quote unquote worldly people or worldly affairs in there, carnal affairs, you still need to focus on giving me the glory and glorify me. And it's evidently, it is, or apparently it is, it's urgent. It's an urgent matter. And that I just continue not to give nobody no glory or no type of credit. You know, that's why I guess even me mentioning that the boy's dad contributed, like, even that, I should just be like, hey, for one, he need to be glad that he was able to contribute. And I don't want to sound arrogant, but it's like, he needs to be glad that he contributed here into this bank that where God is being uplifted, being taught, being uplifted, being honored and stuff like that, and, you know, as opposed to just anywhere else. But, you know, like I said, it really sounds like it's arrogant. You need to be grateful that somebody, no, you know, that's how I feel, whatever. And honestly, somebody has said that to me, you need to be thankful and this, and I'm like, what? And then I told that person, I was like, but honey, you don't understand, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous and stored up for the righteous. And I just said that, you know, confidently, and just knowing the scripture and stuff like that. I said it confidently, not necessarily knowing details of, like, you know, how God will do it and accomplish that, but I believe it's the truth. I've seen it done at times, but, you know, and other people's like, I ain't never seen no wealth transfer and this, that, and the third, and, you know, I mean, because sometimes it happens in subtle ways. It don't even, God is, he know how to get his stuff done, and he don't even, you know, he can choose to let the enemy know up front, or he don't have to. It's his world. It's his, we all his creation, so it's on a need to know basis. If you need to know, then hey, or if I feel like you need to know, then that's what it is. But other than that, he don't have to let nobody know. The creator doesn't have to let anybody know. The creator of everything, all things, he don't have to answer to anybody. So, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's what that person said to me, and I was just like, and I just responded with, baby, I didn't say baby because, you know, but that's just how I was feeling. Like, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. And I was speaking to that person, you know, maybe they got their gains by wicked ways, or whatever the case may be. I wasn't even trying to go that deep, because for one, I wasn't even trying to know this person. I wasn't even trying to know this person existed. But to God be all the glory that, you know, for whatever reason. But I don't know, and that's another thing with the dream that I had. I didn't know if that was something that was symbolic to my life. But like I said, when I went and did some research, I seen something along the lines of the dream that I had. But I didn't know if it was symbolic to my life or not. And then this person is associated with somebody who has a name that I'm really leaning towards thinking I want to name if I have a daughter, a child, you know, name my child. I love the name. Now, the pronunciation of this person's name, I don't want that pronunciation. I want the pronunciation of what I initially thought it was, until the person cleared it up, that, you know, how you pronounce their name. But yeah, yeah, I'm trying not to say too much, because again, I'm just not even really supposed to be But anywho, so I just didn't know if the dream had something to do with me directly or whatever. And it probably does, and I just don't know it yet. But like I said, for now, I just see the other aspect of it, to where, you know, who was included in the dream. I seen some of the current events surrounding that that person, those people, or whatever. So with that said, yeah, the wicked, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous, stored up for the righteous. And it's for the righteous to upbuild the kingdom of God. It's not just for you to just do whatever you want to with it, and things of that nature. And that's why I go back to that comment that my so-called dad allegedly made, that, which I believe he did. I think he even admitted to it, but because after I brought it to his attention, he was like, well, did my child not disobey me because I told her not to tell you, basically, that he was talking about me or mentioned me to her? I'm like, what? For one, the child was grown, 18 plus, might have been 21 plus. Uh, I'm like, but once that person is out of your house, they really do get to make their own decision. They do not gotta call you every day, all the time, and just say, hey, well, for the most part, once that person's out of your house. Because I could say that about my daughter. She have not been calling me every day to make her decisions or anything like that. Maybe she got somebody else that she answers to. Again, I hope that she's answering to God and submitting to God first and foremost. But, um, but yeah, that person doesn't have to, when they at your house, they don't got to do that. They don't got to run nothing by you, get your approval about nothing or whatever. But that's what he made it or whatever. And then furthermore, you don't look at yourself and say, well, maybe I shouldn't have made that comment. Maybe either I'm ignorant about it, or maybe I'm just, being snide and being, from what I was told, I have not really, well, I can't say I haven't experienced it now, but from what I was told, he was just like, telling people that they never got in a certain fancy car and this, that, and third, or whatever. And then even again, one time when I had an item that I had left with him, and I was just like, I really need that or whatever. He was like, it's a $10. It was a bathing suit or whatever. He was like, it's a $10 bathing suit. I can pay $10 and this, that. I'm like, what? Okay, sometimes it's not even about the money you can pay. It's about the fact that people just want their stuff back. So I wanted it back or whatever. And I think I got it back, but ended up losing it again anyway. I didn't mean to. That's what I'm saying. When people's stuff come up missing or whatever around me, sometimes I've thrown it away because I have no use for it. But other times, their stuff get in my possession, and then we accidentally left it somewhere, and then I asked somebody else for, can I get this back or whatever? It's, because it's something of value or something that I like. But this one was a bathing suit that my daughter's so-called grandma had bought her or whatever. It was cute. It was a little leopard print or whatever. It was real cute. So I liked it. And I took her swimming somewhere. Went to a little swimming pool party for the kids and stuff. And I ended up leaving it over there. I left I think hers, and maybe a pair of shorts and stuff trunks that my son had. My youngest son, he was a baby, so yeah, left it over there. And I was trying to get it back. I did everything to try to get it back, and such and such was like, I'm gonna bring it by and this, that, and the third, and they never brought it by and all this, whatever. And I was just trying to get it. And again, I didn't purchase it or anything like that, and so I didn't intentionally try. I don't know why this is coming up. I didn't intentionally try to get rid of it or anything like that, because I didn't mean to. We didn't mean to leave it. It was just, at the time I had a lot on my plate. My kids was most important. As long as I got my kids, I wasn't really worrying about whether I left some clothing. But by the time I realized, oh shoot, I left it, I'm like, dang, I need to get that or whatever. So I made attempts to try to get it and all that. Like, I literally got the emails to back it up. Messenger to back it up. That I tried to go pick it up, and I didn't know that it was this serious, that people like made a big deal of not giving you your stuff back or whatever the case may be. But then after that, I just didn't even press it. I just left it alone. I was like, dang, well, that's a loss. She was gonna grow out of it anyway. But anyway, so I don't know whatever became of that bathing suit or whatever. That, like I said, I first kind of fought so hard to get it back from my so-called dad, um, and then try to get it back. And let me tell y'all, I bought something for my daughter. I purchased something because I thought she needed it or whatever. But I made my way right on down there to get it. It was missing like a piece or two, but for the most part, I got the whole thing back. I had bought it because, like I said, she was in home. She was not homeschool, but remote learning, and she's a good artist as far as I'm concerned. And I wanted her to focus on that, and so I got it for her. I thought it was something she needed. She called her. I was checking her grades, and she wasn't doing good in the class and stuff. And I'm like, I know I didn't buy you something just for you to do that. She had her focus more so on, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but you can chuckle if you want. But she started focusing on like doing characters, cartoon characters in blackface and stuff like that. Like she made a black Angelica and this and that. I was like, girl, Susie is black, Angelica is white, and that's just whatever it is. And she started saying, this is the real one and stuff. I'm like, what? Okay, it's fine if you like being black and you take pride in skin color, this, that, and the third, but I felt like I needed to correct my child. I said, Susie is the black child that they put in the Rugrats, and Angelica is still white. Don't try to change. And then, it almost to the point where it pissed me off. I'm like, girl, what do you think this is? What are they over there trying to teach you? And even yesterday, it was a video that was made that was like talking about why people think the black man is God and this, that, and the third, because that dude, Nature Boy, they consider him God and this, that, and the third in his cult or whatever he's leading. And so, she brought up a valid point or whatever. I'm just like, man, y'all wow. It's only one God. It's only one creator. None of us. None of us can do what he's already done and what he can and will continue to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why we try it. But moving along, yeah. So I never got that bathing suit back. Like I said, I never cared. After a while, I didn't even continue to associate with these people, this person. I only knew these people because of the location I used to live in when I was younger, and because my now late grandma, pretty much connected me to them in some type of way, in my early childhood or whatever. But other than that, wasn't necessarily people that I would choose for myself and choose to be around. And, I didn't have no problems or nothing with them. But I just didn't, like I said, I didn't choose that for myself. And I think even my own parents didn't necessarily choose that for me. Well, in a sense they did, but, indirectly they did. But directly they didn't choose for me to be around this person. So, these people. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I guess they ended up probably getting rid of it. There ain't no telling where it's at now. But, ended up probably getting rid of it or whatever. And I don't know, they felt like it was, I don't know if they felt like, oh, this is something of value to her. It felt like it was, but I didn't buy it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't use my money to buy it. So, that, if y'all was trying some slick stuff as far as that, there's the gotcha. I didn't buy it, baby. So, you got rid of, if you did get rid of it, you got rid of something that somebody else had gotten, for my child. So, it is what it is. And I don't know, that just to me, I guess, further exposes the ways of people and why I don't be wanting to mingle with, and I don't want to say people, because I know I'm a human being. I know I'm a person as well. It's just, I guess, like the Bible said, well, like it's been said, well, the Bible do say that, you in the world, not of the world. And, sometimes that just takes a while to kind of come to life for me, or, more process and more understand and comprehend. But I'm definitely starting to understand it more and more as the days go by. But it's still like, I thought we all bleed red blood. We all, you know what I'm saying? I thought we all had like a lot of the same common goals or whatever. And, that's to definitely make it back to our Heavenly Father and get back right, get in right standing with Him, and, live this life out peacefully. But as you go along, you see everybody is not trying to be peaceful. Some people is really trying to wreak havoc. I've had people that literally, or a person specifically, but maybe even more, because some people don't communicate it verbally. Some people communicate it with their actions. But this person verbally was like, I'm trying to start some trouble and this, that, and the third. You know, basically, I'm trying to be an asshole deliberately. And it's like, wow. You know, and you just appreciate that because it's like, thank you for your honesty, appreciate it. But you really can't even give that person no credit. They selling on themselves because that's just the way that God designed and is going to allow it to be. Because they think they get away with stuff. And God said, you might be out here doing it, but you ain't finna just get away with it freely. So, like I said, I feel like I'm going all around the world just because I came on here to talk about a dream. But it is what it is. Sometimes I gotta go off on a quote-unquote tangent just to speak about the real, what's really going on, and help myself to even understand. But, yeah. And I'm not winning on this game right now, so it's like, ugh. Because I was winning for days straight, like, it was nothing. And then I started kind of losing a little bit. I feel like when you slack off on the plan, then started losing just a tad. Because I couldn't play it 24/7 or whatever. But yeah, what else was your girl gonna talk about? Not trying to linger like that. Definitely trying to go out and get this sun and feel this nice little breeze out here. Breeze blowing the trees. But just kind of wanted to touch on that. And like I said, I'm even still when I know, okay, I can't speak on it, I still be feeling like I want to talk about this dream. It's something about it. You know, it's got some kind of importance or whatever somewhere. Maybe even if it's not for today, it's for another day or time or whatever. And wanting to share it or speak it out because I want somebody else to hear. But sometimes God just give you a dream that's just simply for you. And of course, I'm just feeling like, I don't know how it relates to me, but whatever. But even though I don't feel like I'm a god or goddess or anything, I do feel like and believe that I am some type of royalty. You know, and I guess hence why I mentioned something about peasants and stuff earlier. But I feel like, and I believe, some type of royalty in my bloodline or lineage or whatever, some type of way. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know where, how it connects, but that's, you know. So I think that's where some of my confidence and stuff comes from as well when I speak on stuff. But yeah, I guess that's about it since I can't go into the details of my dream. Look, still trying to talk about it. Like, since I can't do that, I might as well do this. But yeah, cause that's how I get. I ain't gonna front like, I guess it is the flesh. Just we want to always do what we want to do, but God knows best. God say don't speak that out. Don't speak it out. Don't even keep speaking about it. Don't even keep hinting about it. You know. And I'm trying to get to that place where it's like, okay, God, I heard you. You said don't talk about it. Let me leave it alone. Let me not even mention it. Except, you know, I can mention it if he even let me write it down sometimes. I wrote it down, but I couldn't mention it. Just leave it alone and just kind of like, you had it, and I'll put it up for when I, you know, for whatever I'm going to do with it. And that's one thing I'm thankful for. That is a relationship with him where he's like, I said what I said. I did what I did and I said what I said. And it's for your own benefit that you follow instructions. You know what I'm saying? That you do what I said. And not what you want to or what your feelings trying to tell you to do. And it's something when you have to deny your own feelings or, you know, like kill off your own feelings because you just want to be obedient. And to God be the glory. I can't even be obedient by myself. I really need God's empowerment and his help. Don't get it twisted. Don't think, oh, you could just be obedient. I can't. You know, it might be some that know how, but I'm not. And that's why it's so funny because my boys and so-called dad was like, oh, yeah, do it because you a godly person. What's the godly thing to do? Don't forget obedience. And I'm like, boy, I'm not being obedient to you, your words and what you say. Don't get it twisted now. He might have thought, oh, I'm being obedient to him. The devil is a lie. And being a godly person, for one, it's a God-fearing person. I don't want to just be a godly person and deny his power. I want to actually, operate in power. So don't, he had it twisted. He had it twisted. He had me all the way messed up. He had I don't want to call it the game, but he had it all the way messed up. Like, boy, what? You really thought it was a game like that? And I still say that confidently. You know what I've been through, whatever. It may have made it appear like it's a joke, and God is not gonna play. Like, you're not gonna make a mockery out of him. You're not gonna. He's not a joke. He is to be taken seriously. I mean, the creator of everything. Like when you said you gotta say the trees, the dirt, the dust, the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? Everything, the ocean, the mountains, everything that's up high, everything that's down low. He created it, and you really think you're going to be able to play his face, manipulate him, or anything? You're not. He see all, he know all, and that's just period. He could be in every. I mean, he probably is, but he could be in the trees that I'm looking at right now. He's definitely in the winds that be blowing the trees. The trees got life too, so you know what I'm saying. He can be in even these inanimate objects and stuff like that. And I don't, I'm not gonna reduce him to that, but he really, these inanimate objects, some of them came from like the windowsill that my phone is sitting on. It came from wood, which came from a tree, and it's in it there. So he is everywhere. Period. Omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. So don't try to play them little games or whatever. But yeah, when he was doing that, I was like, "You a joke." He would call me a sucker, but baby, you a joke. You a joke out here in these streets. And sorry, not sorry. Like, I'm at a point where now I'm just saying sorry, not sorry, because really you had the chance, you had the opportunity to try to get it right and stuff like that, and as we all do. And yeah, I do believe that some it takes longer than others, but I also believe that God